Folks, today we are going to take a look at the BE 24-foot long extendable pressure washer wand. Pretty much this is one of the best options that I have found if you are going to go ahead and pressure wash a house yourself, or a big RV, or a small building, or a barn, or something like that, where you really need to extend it out and get the length without hiring a professional company to come in and do it, and all the associated expense and everything that goes along with that. So with this, what I'm going to do is, in this review, you're going to get some footage of me actually using it, so you do get some idea of what it's going to kind of look like in terms of, you know, just the whole mechanics of how it's going to work and how it's going to look, and all the weight associated with it and everything. And then we're going to go tip the butt on this, so you kind of understand all the way from the back to the front what's going on with this and what you need to know. Now, the first thing that you need to know about this is, one, with the weight. I can pick this up with one hand and hold it in one hand just to carry it around, whatever. Now, I will say this, is that once you start using it, and especially once you extend out the whole wand to its full length, ideally, I would say if you have another person to help you, that's probably going to be for the best. And how that would kind of work is someone to basically support it on the base, and then also someone kind of more up front, maybe a taller person, to kind of direct where the stream's going to go. Now, you can do it on your own. As you'll see in the footage, I do it all on my own, but having another person can help. Let's look down here at the bottom and get started. Now, down here at the bottom, they do, if you see here on the left of the screen, they do have an attachment point. You can hook into a harness with it and all that. Typically, I don't use the harness, but you can use one that'll help kind of support and spread all the kind of the weight and everything out with it. Like I said, it's not heavy, but once you start to run water through it, that's going to be kind of a, obviously there's going to be a bit of pressure involved with directing that around and all that, especially with the length. Now, with the handle here, just a regular pressure washer handle. There's a connector there for your hose. Your hose is going to feed through the bottom here as you extend the length out, so kind of be aware of that. Initially here, it's a little bit bulky because you do have kind of the hose here and all that as it's retracted, but as you extend it out, the hose feeds through the bottom there all the way up into it. And then there is a quick disconnect there on the bottom of the pressure washer handle. If you don't have any quick disconnects, definitely get you a set. I like the Mingle ones or Twinkle Star. There's some other brands out there, but get yourself a quick disconnect for your hose. That'll just make your life a lot easier. And so that kind of fits right in there, right at the bottom. Pretty easy. Now, starting to walk our way up to it to help you hold on to it and stuff when you're doing your pressure washing. Has a nice foam handle here, and it has plenty of length too with it. I would say it's probably, I'm guessing, maybe about a foot and a half long. So, depending on where you want to grip it at, there is kind of plenty of foam padding here to kind of help you out with that. Now, here's the part where we can start to extend out the wand. So you have these tabs right here. If you want to extend out that piece of the tab, you basically open it up all the way and just pull on the whole pressure washer wand and pull out the length that you need. And then when you're done, you can just lock it back in just like it is right there. The tab up here I have loosened up here on the left to be able to pull it out. So you can go ahead and, set it to whatever distance, all the way up to that 24 feet and extend it all the way out. So kind of just depends on, how high you need to go with it. Now, the one thing to remember is as you start to extend more of this out, you are going to have kind of more weight directed out this way that you're going to have to kind of manage, because of course that hose is feeding all the way up through here. So there's going to be a little more top heavy than it is when it's collapsed like it is right now. Now, one part of this wand that is vulnerable is this part right here. And you can actually get a replacement part for it, as I did. I've got the new replacement part on there. If you see the brass fitting right there, it fits down inside to the metal there on the right. And the one thing is with it is that it's a little bit flexible, and I think it's that way for a reason. But you do have to watch when you store it that you don't bang it around or try to bend it too much, because in the end with me, I actually ended up shearing mine off and had to get a replacement part for it. So just take care when you do store it that you don't smack that around or bend that around too much and break it. Now obviously when you're pressure washing, you're not really making contact with anything, so in normal use that shouldn't be really an issue. Just watch whenever you do store it. So, and yes, there are spare parts available for this too. At the end, this is the standard wand that comes with it. Now the one thing that you can do with that quick disconnect there on the left is you can put in different sizes in terms of the angle of pressure. You know, what do they have? Usually 0 to like 40 degrees in terms of the fan. So you can just use as regular pressure washer attachments that you find on the end of just about any pressure washer wand out there. So you can do that. The other thing too is that if you do want to get an angled piece, they do have that available, or you can get it from different vendors if you want, for instance, to hit your gutters or something like that. So I do have another piece that's kind of more of like a 90-degree turn. So I can attach that very easily to the end and use that. So whatever you want to do with it, pretty much. So folks, in the end, as I mentioned, pretty much if you want a pressure washer wand that'll extend out to 24 feet, so you can pressure wash your house, your barn, your RV, your small building, there's only so many options out there. And I've owned this now for a bit. It's proven to be relatively durable, except for that one piece up there on the left that I had to get a replacement part for. Other than that, it's worked great, and like I said, you can check out the footage coming up next to me using it and what it's all going to look like in terms of how the mechanics of actually using it. But yeah, pretty good piece of kit, and if you want to do all those things without bringing in a professional company, this is one way you can go and one option you can go with it. So anyways, thanks for watching the video, folks. Have a good day.